Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be showing you a brand new Land Rover Defender. We're going to be doing the new Defender 6-inch subframe lift on this thing. Very low information out there on this kit. We actually had a hard time getting in touch with them just to get the kit for this customer. But ultimately we do have the kit. I'm getting ready to show you the breakdown on that. Got the vehicle, got some tires, got some wheel spacers. Go in here and get this thing done. Here's the new Defender kit. It's a full subframe drop kit. It's pretty straightforward as far as what you're looking at. You got the drop cross members that bolt in and drop everything straight down. This is a 6-inch kit. This company does make several different size kits, 2, 4, 5, and 6, I believe is all of them. So those are pretty standardized pieces. They just make them at different heights to drop everything down. They do come with some specialty pieces like this steering shaft extension, custom drive shaft, lots of hardware, a couple factory style mounts, lots and lots of hardware, pieces and parts. This is definitely not something that most people would tackle in their backyard or anything like that. It is going to take an experienced shop to get this done for you and done properly. They do have a pretty nice instruction sheet pamphlet. Even comes with a flash drive. Lots and lots and lots of literature on how to get this kit installed to their recommendations, and also lots of color pictures. Not the best quality, but decent from what some instructions are. But ultimately, pretty lengthy install, very entailed install. Requires a dead man to hold the motor up while you're dropping the subframe down. We're not going to do a time-lapse video of this install. Obviously, it's a pretty lengthy install, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into it, get it lifted, and then we'll give you an overview as far as our thoughts on the install, the quality of the kit, the ride and drive, the alignment, tire clearance, you name it. We're going to figure it out. Hopefully this will help some of y'all make a decision if you're thinking about doing this on y'all's Land Rover, whether it's worth going this extent to get it done. Alright guys, as promised, a finished look at the 2023 Land Rover Defender with the 6-inch lift kit built by Jack Austin Fabrication, sold by New Defenders. This was a full 6-inch subframe drop lift that kept all the factory air ride intact. This was quite the undertaking for install. We do lifts all day, every day. We have for decades. Even though the lift was simplistic looking as far as a straight drop down, I will be honest with you, there was a lot of fitment issues, a lot of hardware issues. Several things ran into that the company that produces the kit hadn't even run into yet, like a custom front drive shaft adapter that's never been done before. Different drive shaft length than's ever been done, different exhaust modification than's ever been done. This does have the turbo V6 motor in it. All in all, it turned out really well, but a lot of man hours went into this thing to make it right. We modified and call it fixed if you want to a lot of the things with the kit without even getting into it with the manufacturer. A lot of hardware differences. Some pieces and parts missing, nothing that we couldn't overcome. Just a labor of love to get it done for a good customer of ours. Tire and wheel fitment, tried several different things on it, from what was advertised to what actually works, and what we landed on was these 20x10 weld cinch wheels. They're a positive offset 20x10, so a little different than your average. Normally 20x10s are negative offset. These are positive offset. and went with a 33 1250 20 Toyo MT, and that standard ride height, not the adjusted up electric and airbag ride height. We still had to trim and modify the inner fender well. All done very clean. Also moved the inner fender well back on the rear to give it a little more clearance, and with this setup it works really well. Customer really wanted a little bit wider stance, maybe even a 35 on there, but that was going to be unattainable without doing a absolute crazy amount of modification that wouldn't end up being what we like to call clean looking on the front. When we trim a vehicle like this, we want it to look factory, to where the customer really wouldn't even know it's been done unless we tell them, and that's the way this truck ended up. The ride and drive is amazing, just like factory. The look is great. You know, everybody that's seen this thing has really complimented it, talking about that they've never seen one done, and there's a good reason for that, because to our knowledge there is no other 2023s done with this amount of lift, done fully functional, back driving, and the reason for that is it's a hell of an undertaking. Not to mention it's on a very expensive vehicle to begin with, and the kit itself is very expensive. I believe the kit was like $15,000 roughly to the door, plus you have tires and wheels and all the man hours that went into it. But the end result, nevertheless, turned out really well. We're doing this video just because you don't see a lot of these done, and we figured there might be somebody out there searching that may want to do it on their Land Rover, and we wanted to put a little information out there as to what to expect. This is definitely not something that you would want to tackle in your backyard, in our opinion. It's really not anything that you would want an average shop that's not ready to do some fabrication, modification style setups. You wouldn't really want them performing this either. They would have ran into a lot of roadblocks and maybe even given up on it, who knows. But if you need one done, let us know. We're very familiar with them now. We work back and forth with JA Fab, figured a lot of things out for them. He helped remedy a couple of issues that we thought that he should have with, you know, when we buy the kit and spend that kind of money, you don't want to have to put an immense amount of time into fabbing something up to make it work. You know, that's it's not the name of the game when you buy a bolt-on setup. But hopefully, if you're watching this video in the needs of, you want to see how it looks, the stance, the ins and outs, the amount of cost, the good and the bad, hopefully this video finds you. Hopefully it's helpful. You guys keep watching, like and subscribe. We do a lot of different stuff. 1 minute it's a Land Rover, the next minute it's a normal Super Duty, the next minute it's an 8-door 79 Suburban, and the next minute it's an 8-door mega truck. Stay tuned, guys. We appreciate you. Have a good day.